Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg, and I am being joined by the fucking hurricane chaser himself, and that's Big Windy Flex over there. What's up, big fella?
Hurricane, more like hurricane. You know what I'm saying?
Can't fuck with you over there.
Yeah, the hurricane wanted no piece of flex.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, I want a piece of flex, but it's a very different piece of flex.
Keep it in your pants, Greg.
Too far.
It's a little early.
Yeah, well.
We're not even drunk yet.
Oh, well, like I said, give it time. Find us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic and, of course, at FlexMeABeer _ in between. We have a lot of show for you today. I am feeling like 98% better than the last time we recorded. I feel like I have some life back in me.
You were jet-lagged last time.
Oh, my God. I
Major
was
jet lag.
on the verge of death last time, so I feel so much better, so much more in the mood for drinking. I tell you what. Anyways, lots of show to get to. We've done some researching. We've got some news to talk about. Some big breaking news out in my area. So, and I'm pretty sober over here. I've gone a whole day. It's a holiday as we record. I didn't work today. Gone the whole day without drinking. So I've been looking forward to this moment for quite some time. If you don't mind, I'm going to get straight into it. Well, as we know, it's October, which means it's almost not Oktoberfest anymore because it's a
Funny how that works.
process. Yeah. But just in time to sneak it in, because I think Oktoberfest is still officially going, I am drinking Oktoberfest by AleSmith. This is 5.5%, 13 IBUs, has a 371 on Untapped out of over 11,000 ratings. They say this classic German-style amber lager has been brewed in Germany and Austria for hundreds of years, though it was made famous for being served at Munich's Oktoberfest celebration since 1872. Modern versions exported to the United States are often labeled Oktoberfest, and the name has become synonymous in the minds of most brewers and consumers with the traditional Märzen style. The modern iterations of the style in Europe are considerably lighter. Our take on this classic is characterized by a clean, elegant, and toasty malt character. Prost. It was like Stone wrote that for
that was
him.
long. Starting to get winded.
Yeah, whew. Need a drink after that. On the schnoz, a lot of that sweet caramel coming through. As you can see, it's that very roasty caramely color, clear, see-through. I'm going to whip out the old tongue jobber here. Well, it's pretty much what you would expect. It is clean, a little bit of roasty, not too much. Real drinkable, real crushable, easy to chug. I will say this might be a little on the sweet side for a traditional Märzen. They get weirder every time we say it.
I feel like it's like how it should be.
Yeah, that's
Right,
true.
yeah.
That's probably the way to do it. Yeah,
Especially when you're like,
just keep upping our game.
I don't know many German words, but anytime you have a chance to get that really dirty, gross German accent going on, just make it weird as hell.
So weird. But yeah, so this is pretty good. I think the Untapped score is probably pretty accurate at 3.7. It's certainly not my favorite, but it's also not the worst. I wish they'd take a little of the sweetness out. Could also use a little more carbonation. It's a little on the flat side.
Okay, I do like some carved up Märzens.
Yeah, but for a traditional Märzen, it's a little, that got real weird. It's a little undercarb, so it's so fucking weird.
If that was a beer, that would be a super carb beer.
Yes, exactly.
Märzen.
Don't blow a gasket over there, Macho Man. Oh God, how would the Macho Man say
German Macho Man? That's where my mind went.
Tug, brother. That was a little more Hulk than Macho Man.
9-9, my man.
Oh, speaking of like getting weirder every time, I haven't actually told her that I do this, so I wonder if she listens. We'll find out. Every time we do trivia at Naughty Pine, we always message Britt like, "Hey, we'll be there. Can you save our spot for us?" And she always does. But I make my messages a little bit weirder each and every time, just trying to make her laugh. So like it'll be like, "Hello, fine proprietor of this establishment. Myself and my crew of trivia goers would like to reserve our usual spots." Like I just try to make it like weirder and more old timey every time I message her. I don't think she's
I do
caught on.
respect that.
Yeah, I think she just thinks I'm weird at this point, which is not inaccurate.
No, I'd say it's fairly accurate.
Right. Exactly.
I've known you for like 4 years.
At least, yeah. I'm fucking weird.
So you're a pretty weird guy.
Yeah. Pretty weird guy.
I'm also a weird guy, so respect.
Fits. Yeah. Exactly. All right, lots to get to. I want to hear about the fucking Dick Hotel.
Oh, yes, that's right. I am home from Disney World.
Yeah.
Which was a fantastic trip, aside from this asshole named Milton.
Yeah, that fucker.
Yeah. So the Dick Hotel was pretty dicky. We didn't get to spend too much time near the Dicks because of all the rain.
Are the Dicks just at the pool area?
Yeah, they're super dicky pool. Otherwise,
penile pool.
Everywhere else, it seems like a normal hotel until you get to the pool, and then you just wonder who passed this design. What was this guy thinking when he designed this pool area for the hotel?
Oh, I think we know.
Clearly, we know. But so we arrived on Sunday morning. And really, really nice flight, really easy flight. That's something I'm always weary on.
Yeah.
I don't love flying. I don't hate flying. But if it's a smooth flight, that just makes it that much better.
I get it.
We started the day. It was a no park day. So we had some dinner reservations at Disney Springs. And it was the Chef Art Smith's restaurant down there. No idea who that guy even fucking is. But they're supposed to be really well known for their fried chicken. So one of the entrees on the menu was fried chicken, and we know like the common Southern chicken and waffles.
Yeah, I love chicken and waffles.
This was chicken and donuts.
Oh, all right. I can see where
so
you'd get hard over that.
Right. So you see that on a menu, and it was fried chicken with glazed donuts, and it came with some syrup and like they called it a chicken, like a gravy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really thick. It was like you had to scoop it with the fork and like spread it.
Oh.
But it was like the most delectable, sweet, savory, might be the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Wow. That's
meal.
Big words.
Like I can't stop thinking about it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And it was the worst because it happened the first day we were down there. Like there was no going up from there.
Okay.
Like everything was essentially a disappointment that I ate.
Isn't that the worst?
That. And then we, got back the following Saturday, and Saturday I kept thinking about it. Sunday morning I wake up for work and I'm thinking about it. Now today I was going to talk about it on the show and I'm thinking about it. So if anybody finds himself down there, the chicken and donuts was spectacular. And that is where I had my first beer as well of the trip. And I took a picture to send to you, and I never did. Sorry, I'm all discombobulated. I was going to actually make notes for the show, and I was like, "What the hell am I even doing?" So the first beer I had on the trip was Florida Avenue Brewing Company's Luminescent. This was a double dry hopped tropical hazy IPA. It said, and the Untapped is like a 3.7 or something like that. Really underrated rating.
Oh,
like this was a real flavorful IPA. No bitterness, super crushable. It said it was hazy, and it was in fact hazy. So you know how we always like that.
Yeah. Props for doing your job.
Right. The price was rough. I think it was like
I bet.
it was like $9.50 for a 12-ounce can.
Yeah.
Which is pretty Disney.
Going from the Midwest to a very touristy spot, I'm sure those beer prices fucking hit.
Right. But it was whatever. You're on vacation, and my wife has trained my brain to know, like, when we're on vacation, it's like, who cares? Enjoy yourself.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of how my mentality is when I'm out. So that was a quick day one. We tried Gideon's cookies. I don't know if you ever heard of Gideon's cookies.
I don't think so.
They're supposed to be like a huge attraction down there. I waited in line for an hour for these fucking cookies. I don't know if I would wait in line again, but it was worth trying.
Oh, all right. Well, at least they weren't gross or something.
No, and I got this pistachio toffee chocolate chip cookie.
Ooh.
And they're super thick, super dense, super moist, and everything is just like coated on the outside. Like they used whole pistachio nuts all over the outside.
Nice.
So it's like you get the sweet and the salty again. Like I was kind of in food heaven on that day. So now we go to Monday. It was the most important day. We went to EPCOT.
Oh, yeah. Is that your favorite part? Well, it is because of the beer, right?
Oh, it is 100% my favorite park. And it's actually what we found out was my 10-year-old daughter who had her golden birthday down there. That's her favorite park too.
That's pleasantly surprised. I would figure kids would lean towards the Magic Kingdom or even Animal Kingdom.
Right. And she loves walking through all the shops of all the different countries and seeing all the different cultural essence. And because we had a chance to return to a park for like a second time on our last full day there. And because her birthday was hurricaned out, we let her choose which park we were going to go back to. And she picked EPCOT.
Wow.
So that was exciting for me.
Yeah. Like daddy's going to buy you an extra pretzel for that one.
Right. There's some chips in the UK.
Oh yeah.
But so
the fish and chips there are pretty fucking good.
They are fucking really good.
Yeah.
I think they're maybe the best chips I've ever had. The kids get them like 4 different times that were there because they love them so much.
So good.
But so I love how Disney's website, you can go to EPCOT, click on there. We were there for the Food and Wine Festival.
Oh, nice.
Which wasn't as great as the Flower and Garden Festival.
Oh, okay.
But still fine. But you can go to their website and they have all the different vendors and food carts and restaurants and stuff that are all along the world.
Yeah.
And you can click on them and it sends you the food menu and the beverage menu.
Oh, nice.
So I will always screenshot like a week before
research
all the beers that I'm looking to try so that I know where I'm going to. So I tried, they always have to seem to have some Parish Brewing around.
Right.
So there was this Sips Cab Franc strawberry sour, which was their Sips series is like a sour series and it's made with like wine grapes.
Okay. I mean the Cab Franc, yeah.
Right. So this one was okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
Okay.
I had one a year and a half ago there, and it was of the same series, but I can't remember what it was. But that one blew my fucking mind. So I had really high hopes for this one. So I was kind of disappointed, but still happy I was able to try it. One I didn't get to try, which I know you would probably hate. It was a Collective Arts Mango Rita Sour, but it had chilies in it.
Oh, yeah. That's where I'm out. I was like, wait, why would I hate that? Oh, because the fucking chilies.
I was really excited to try it, but we just didn't have time. It wasn't in like a place I knew where it was. So it was like by the time we got to the end of our day, I was like, yeah, fuck it. But then there was Maui Brewing. I got to try some Maui Brewing out of Hawaii.
Nice.
And they had the Orange Mango Guava Hazy IPA.
Okay.
And that was fine. Again, not mind-blowing, but it was fine. No, that was just a lot of food pictures. But
a lot of food porn on your phone.
Right. I had the beer flight in the USA where it wasn't great stuff. It was the Wicked Weed Fest beer. It was Beer Hug from Budweiser.
Oh.
The Goose Island Beer Hug.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And then they had the Amagang. It was Amagang.
That was all Budweiser products.
Yeah. Blonde ale brewed on like honey or something like that. And it wasn't great either. But the best beer through the park which Mr. Vixen had already hit me up and disagreed. It was the Parish Brewing's Strawberry Mochi Sour.
Interesting.
It was unreal.
Wow.
And mostly because strawberry, I believe, is the hardest puree flavor to work into beers because they usually get it in and the end product tastes like shit.
Yeah.
This tasted like legit fresh strawberry, and it wasn't overly sour. It was just such a nice beer on like a hot, humid day. Oh man, I'd have it again anytime.
Well,
anytime.
I'm not surprised that that he gave you shit for it. I mean, he only wants to drink German beers. Like he wants a Märzen and Fest beers and all that shit.
So he did hit me up and he said that the grapefruit beer in Germany was better, which I think is trash because it's like a 3%er and it just tastes like grapefruit juice.
Yeah, that's almost an
and then he said one in Norway was good, which I must have got the wrong beer in Norway because I ordered this strawberry cream ale.
Ooh, that sounds
because
awful.
I've had some fruited cream ales before that were top notch. This was shit.
This was bottom notch.
It was a 16-ounce pour on top of that. So
reminds me of having to chug my Flintstone beer.
I would say, needless to say, Daddy had to chug that. It was not good.
Daddy don't like. Hey, sweeties, don't just turn around for a sec.
Legitimately, I ordered the beer, so my family was stopped off the side of the path, and I got it, and I walk up to them, so they start walking because this was the second time we were at EPCOT, so we were about to find our way to the Skyliner and head home. And my daughter looked back after like 30 seconds, and she said, "Mom, Dad already finished his beer."
Shut up, you little tattletale.
And she turned around. She's like, "Why did you drink that so fast?" I said, "Well, it just wasn't very good." And then I immediately went to the strawberry mochi and got another one of those and got to drink that before I got to
cleanse the palate.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Sounds super fucking weird, the strawberry mochi one, but I'd try it.
Yeah, I don't know. It just fucking worked, man.
Yeah. That's good.
So good.
Good shit.
And the funny thing, too, is going around the parks, all the beers are either 6 ounces or 12 ounces.
Okay.
How many 6 ounces do you think I got, Greg?
0?
0 6-ounce beers.
You're no fucking quitter.
Because you go big or you go home.
They're vacation beers.
Vacation beers.
They don't even count.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, they count if like you pass out walking around the world or some shit and they got to carry you back to the hotel room. But beyond that, they don't count.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a long conversation being at Epcot. That was my favorite day.
Yeah.
And I know everybody's looking forward to the hurricane talk. So Tuesday, Magic Kingdom. Wednesdays when the shit hits the fan. Disney announced that all the parks would be closing between 1 and 2, like starting to close between 1 and 2 p.m. And would be fully shut down by 3 p.m.
Okay.
So we were stuck in our rooms from 3 p.m. to 9 a.m. the next morning. Kind of just started out like a severe thunderstorm, minus the thunder, because hurricanes don't produce lightning.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
We looked it up. We didn't know what to expect. No lightning produced by hurricanes, just really strong winds and rain. So it was like from about 3 to 7 or 8. It wasn't too bad. Constant rain, little gusty, and from like 8 to 9 and 9 to 10 and 10 to 11, it just got progressively worse. So it was essentially like having a freight train outside of your door, but like going on for like 13 hours.
Oh, geez.
And it wasn't like a thunderstorm where it's like you get a gust of wind and then it lets off and you get a gust of wind. It was just at a constant, this 13-hour train just going by. Kind of wild. But I had some people reach out to me from the Beer Gram who lived in Florida saying, hey, if you have any questions about what's going on, what to do, like feel free to reach out.
Well, that's nice.
And I had a couple people say that if anything, being at a Disney resort during a hurricane is probably the safest place to be during a hurricane.
That makes sense.
So that was relieving as well. So I probably ended up falling asleep about 11:15 that night. Woke up in the next morning, never woke up through the middle of the night. My kids slept all through the night. And you just wake up to some rain and residual winds. And I mean, it was kind of lackluster for us, but we were inland in Orlando.
Mhm.
And I know like the coastal towns get it real bad and real severe. So I'm, lucky we weren't there.
Right.
But alas, I can say I survived a hurricane.
My sister-in-law lives in St. Pete, and she was fine. She was like a half an inch outside of the evacuation zone, so she was okay. Minor damage, that kind of stuff. But the weirdest part about the whole thing was that she said you could actually feel when the hurricane touched mainland, like the way, like all of a sudden everything changed. Like as soon as it hit mainland, like all the winds changed, all the rain changed. Super fucking weird.
Yeah, it watching the weather channels down there or like the news channels when they're on the weather. It's bizarre to see like the different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we're in Wisconsin, we get a severe thunderstorm. They're monitoring tornadoes and this and that, and we get blizzards. So to like monitor the snow and to see like weather meteorologists like 4 days in a row, just like that it was the entire news. They weren't even talking about local news. It was just the meteorologist, discussing the hurricane and what to do. And I mean, they're really good down there. I got to give them credit.
Yeah, they actually have a job.
They do, and it makes sense. Like they were very helpful, very detailed.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know, friendly about it too. Like the meteorologists are like friendly. Like they don't want to get you worried, but they want you to be safe and they want you to be protected.
Like don't freak out, but also don't be stupid.
Right. So it was kind of relieving. It was nice to see.
But all in all, still a good trip, even though you got rocked by a hurricane.
Yes.
Or rocked like a hurricane.
I wish I could throw No One Like You in there somehow, but not a Scorpion show. Yeah, we were actually having the discussion on Tuesday when we were walking around Magic Kingdom, because we had ponchos on all Sunday at Disney Springs, ponchos on all day at EPCOT on Monday, ponchos all day at Magic Kingdom on Tuesday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, hurricane shut down, and then we didn't get sun till Friday. So we were discussing on Tuesday how we actually were thinking it was nicer walking around parks in light to mild rain and ponchos than walking around parks in 90-degree sun, sweating your ass off, being uncomfortable, waiting in lines. So it really turned out to be a really great trip.
And I bet there were less people because I bet people canceled their trips.
So people not only canceled their trips, people were getting out early to beat the storm.
Mm-hmm.
And when we went to Magic Kingdom on Tuesday, the longest wait time we did was like 31 minutes.
That's amazing.
And what did I do? I went on Space Mountain, and I think I waited in line for about 8 minutes. And I had these couple young girls that were in the carts behind me. So when we got off the ride, it was a long walk back out, and they're just talking like, "Oh, I can't believe like we got on that so fast. I don't understand why we're not waiting in line." And I turned around and I said, "Because everybody's evacuating for the hurricane."
Right.
I was like, "So
hey,
there are no locals here right now. It's legit just tourists at the park." So that, you basically cut the attendance of the park in half.
Right.
All the wait times go in half to, 3/4 the wait time. It was fucking awesome.
I was waiting for you to cut the Ric Flair Space Mountain promo on them or something.
No, they would have no idea.
Who is this old creepy man talking to me? Woo!
Why is he wooing?
Why is he referring to himself as Space Mountain? I just don't understand what's happening here. Oh, good shit. I did tell Shannon last week while you were there. I was like, hey, too bad the hurricane, because it was like Wednesday when I had this idea. I was like, too bad the hurricane's going on right now, because it'd be really funny to pull a Mel and just Uber Eats a bunch of beer over to Flex's hotel room.
Jesus. Would have been well received on my part. I don't know about the other parts.
I'll throw in some fucking apple juices for the kids, and I don't know, whatever your wife drinks.
Well, the issue was with that is the guy knocked on our door at 10:30 p.m. and we were already sleeping.
Oh, I didn't realize it was so late.
My wife got up to look, and
who is this
she
stranger?
wakes me up, and she's like, there's some guy. I have no idea. He's knocking on our door. You need to go answer the door. So when I did, and he was a very nice man, very cordial, just said he needed an ID.
That's hilarious.
That was why it was so bad, is the fact that we were all sleeping, and
I feel for the guy a little bit too. As an Uber Eats driver, I've had to go to hotels. There is nothing worse. You got to find the fucking room to get to. You got to hope that, it's not a bunch of hookers and blow unless they invite you in. And it's just, it's such a pain in the ass. So I'm sure this guy's not thrilled about it either.
No, it's got to be the pits.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like, you mean I can't just drop this off at Bell Services? I have to go
or in front of your door, or all
right
that stuff. So, that's funny. Well, I'm glad you didn't get too soaked and everything worked out, and you got to enjoy some dicks at one point. It's always my favorite when you just randomly send me a picture of the dicks from the hotel. Just no context, no warning. Just, Flex, send me a picture. Click. It's all the dicks.
Yeah, it's all the dicks. Yeah.
I just started laughing. The wife's like, what is so funny? I was like, look, dicks.
Did she gets it?
Yeah. Oh, she very much knows about the dick. In fact, the whole world knows. So last week I did an episode of the Tap Room podcast with Mike. Mike was on with us about a year and some change ago.
Right. Nice guy.
And very nice guy. And we're talking, and he goes, so where's Flex this week? And I said, funny you should ask. Flex is at the Dick Hotel. And he's like, come again? So then, of course, I had to explain what the Dick Hotel was, and that you weren't just on some weird gay sabbatical or anything like that. But so now,
there's nothing wrong with.
No. It would just be weird if you were on that sabbatical, knowing your history and family and everything. So you're not one to enjoy that side of life. So anyways, a whole new podcast knows all about, or it hasn't come out yet, but we'll know about the Dick Hotel shortly.
Everybody needs to know about it.
When I go back to Disney World, I haven't been in over a decade at this point, but when I go back, I have to go to the Dick Hotel at this point. How could I not?
How could you not just get a selfie with all the dicks?
So many selfies. Look, ching, ching, cling, cling. Yeah. Anyways, so all right, not a Dick Hotel show as much as I want it to be. Deb's probably very excited right now.
Very excited.
Yeah. I should put the Dick Hotel up on debsdicks.com. I feel like
I don't see why you couldn't. Yeah.
Opportunity missed. Top listening city of last week, Ashburn, Virginia. Shout out to Ashburn. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, it's better than West Virginia.
Touche.
Much better.
Yeah, they still haven't figured it out yet. They try to listen to us and all they hear is
technology. It's crazy.
Yeah. Still trying to fax over the podcast.
30 years behind.
Yeah. Where do I buy those cassettes? Shout out to Kylie over at Naughty Pine Brewing. She invited us and a bunch of beer people to her baby shower last weekend.
Aww.
Yeah, which was at the brewery. So it was great. It was like, hey, come, celebrate the fact that, she's a hoe and her husband didn't pull out. And isn't that what that means? That's what I keep telling my sister. Now, did you know my sister's married and pregnant?
I knew neither of those.
Neither did I till very recently. But every time somebody brings up the fact that my sister's pregnant, I'm like, oh, you mean that slut that didn't pull out? Yeah, clearly. But I'm an asshole. But anyways, it's very nice. Britt did a great job of, making it cool and fun. And of course, there was beer. So can't go wrong there. So shout out to Kylie. Congratulations to you and James. Got to meet James finally. And it was a good time, for a baby shower.
Yeah, I'll have beer at a baby shower. It's automatically the best baby shower ever.
I'm not walking in if there's no beer. I hate baby showers. Like, this was fine because she's at a brewery. But, I hate when the wife drags me to her friends' baby showers Because it's
Why would you do that? Shannon, don't do that.
Right. It's like, are you looking for a divorce or what? Like, I've got Brian on speed dial in case you take me to another goddamn baby shower.
Aren't those usually like men aren't invited usually?
That's
like,
how it should be.
Like a bridal shower?
Yeah, man. We don't want to be there.
Like
what
not once. Well, maybe I have been invited to baby showers. Yeah, but it was like family. It was family.
Were you at your wife's baby shower? It's plural.
No, I think I worked.
That's how it should be.
I think I worked, and then my job was to show up when it was ending to load up the car and then take the shit home.
Perfect. If we were to have kids, that's my job. I'll show up afterwards.
Wait, like you and me have kids?
Yeah. Yes. Not if, when. And you have your baby shower because I will not go. Yeah, like guys don't want to be there. Come on. I think I've famously told the story on here about the wife's friend who had a dry baby shower, and that was the worst.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Yeah. I was like, you dragged me all the way to Northern California for a dry baby shower? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because she can't drink doesn't mean everybody else should have to suffer.
Right. In fact, we should drink for her. Ugh.
Congratulations.
Yeah, fuck. And then also we went to got our emo on. We went to the Something Corporate concert last week.
Yeah, I saw all your videos.
Oh God, it was so good. I did not come in to Something Corporate as Something Corporate. I started listening when it was Jack's Mannequin, his second band, Andrew McMahon's second band. Okay. And then kind of worked my way back. So Something Corporate is not like my favorite of the 3 iterations of Andrew McMahon, but I still love them. They're great. And they're finally making their little reunion tour right now. They came through LA.
Isn't it 4 iterations?
It was Something Corporate, Jack's Mannequin, and then Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness.
Was it not the Postal Service?
No, that's not him. I don't think.
Oh, I thought that was him as well.
No, I don't even know who that is. But anyways, great concert. Beforehand, we found this place called Stout Burger. They had a bunch of beers on tap, and this will surprise you, burgers. And the nice thing about that is we got there a little early. We got to drink a few pretty good beers. Had a lot of LA breweries, Common Ale Works, Highland Park, that kind of stuff. And of course, half the price, and actually less than half the price at the concert venue. And so we had like 4 beers there. The Dodger game was on. That was our last game against the Padres. And so we got to watch them beat the Padres and then go over to the concert. So pretty good night until we got food poisoning.
No.
Oh, it kicked in as we're driving home. We're like 20 minutes from home. And I was like, oh, my stomach's a little. The wife's like, yeah, mine is too. Oh, no.
Well, I hope you have 2 bathrooms.
Oh, we do. We've always had 2 bathrooms. It's a must for a successful relationship. You have to.
Don't disagree with that.
Yeah. So that sucked. And
what did you eat?
We both had burgers.
Oh, that's right. The burgers.
Yeah. Different burgers, but burgers nonetheless. And I am a guy who fancies, rarer, mid-rare meats and stuff, but not on a burger.
Same kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Not on a burger?
Oh, I mean, ground beef should not be eaten rare. That is not safe.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to ask for my burger, but like a little pink on the inside of my burger.
Pink, yes. Yeah. Pink's great. The middle was red, like to the point where like I ate around the middle even. Just I was like, I don't need to get the shits at a concert. that would be not so great. So anyways, luckily it didn't kick in the concert, but afterwards was no bueno, but the concert was good.
Yeah, not the Stout Burger.
No, I wouldn't go there. Stout Burger in Hollywood. Here's an anti.
The beers were good.
Yeah, beers were good and less than half the price. We got to the show. We only had 1 drink each at the show because we'd already had like 3 or 4 beers at the shit factory. And the wife gets a Truly. It's not a double, whatever the big can of Trulies are. It was $17. I was like,
jeez,
for a goddamn Truly.
Like a 16 ounce or like a 19.2?
Honestly,
25?
It was a big can. I don't know. Even if it is a 19.2, $17 for a Truly? Come on.
Well, I paid $14 for a 22 ounce Modelo in the Orlando airport.
That is rough.
And they didn't even give me a lime with it.
Ew.
Yeah.
They should have taken off like $3 at that point.
There went that tip. But it made me think about the whole beer price at airports
Yeah.
conversation.
And how wrong that list was.
Yep.
How inaccurate.
Because I could have just bought 12-pack of Modelo and I got one.
Right.
Beer.
Probably could have gotten more than 12 for that price.
I don't know. They're like
$1 a beer.
$6, $7 a 6-pack here.
Are they? And you paid how much? 14?
So. 14 for one.
You got a 14 pack.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
If they made those.
Yeah. Work on it, Modelo. All right. Well, speaking of beer, let's ask some questions. Actually, just one question.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
All right. Today I ran a little experiment.
Oh.
I'm drinking Tripping Animals Brewing Company.
Nice.
On the Loose. It's a double IPA. And it is brewed with, let's see here. On the Loose is a double IPA heavily brewed with Citra Cryo, Simcoe, Idaho 7, and Idaho 7 Cryo. In collaboration with our amigos from Mast Landing Brewing. Mast Landing is out of Maine, Westbrook, Maine. Untapped's got this at a 412 out of 2,000 ratings.
Wow.
It is an 8.7% ABV. Starting with the can art, this drew me in big time.
Oh, yeah. A little moose hanging out.
It's a moose in like a Hawaiian shirt and a beach chair. And he's clearly on the loose.
Right. The moose is on the loose.
He is, and just the vibrant colors of the can, the wavy teal and white. I mean, Tripping Animals always does an awesome job on their can art.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it was an IPA reels me in. It wasn't a hazy, right?
Oh, and you still drank it?
Even though it is,
it's
not
pretty
see-through.
Yeah, it's pretty not see-through.
But the can doesn't say hazy, Greg.
Okay.
8.7. But here's the experiment. $20.99 for the 4-pack.
Ooh, it's killing the algorithm right there.
That's pricey here in the old WI.
So, do you come to Milwaukee often?
We're going to see if this whole algorithm plays out.
Okay. I'm excited.
I did put it in the algorithm radar already.
Oh.
So you should have gotten an email.
I guess I need to check.
So on the schnoz here, it's like a sweet, hoppy orange. It's actually very wonderful aroma. Kind of herbaceous. Yeah, it's just great. I like the citrus coming through there with the hop. And we'll warm up the old tongue jobber here.
Ooh, here we go.
Been a while.
Wow.
So it's a really good amount of carbonation. You get a little bit of that orange coming through. What is killing it for me is this immense bitterness on the back end. And it's listed as 0 IBUs. So I'm trying to figure out
Das fuck?
what is causing this. I don't know. If it wasn't for the bitterness, it would be wonderful. Definitely rubs my palate the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's also a bit lingery as well. So I did throw this into the algorithm. And I made, let's see here. The can art, I gave a 10.
Okay.
Because it was, to me, just top-notch, great can art. Price of the 4-pack was $20.99.
Right.
ABV, like I said, 8.7. And gave me an algorithm score of 46.76 out of 100.
Which I think equals decent, but won't make the Polka playlist.
That is exactly how I feel. I will drink these beers. I will not be happy about it.
Okay.
And I wouldn't recommend it.
Wow.
Unless I hate to trash on, beers and breweries, but maybe this is a bad can. Maybe it's a bad 4-pack. I mean, a collective 412 rating is pretty solid.
Right.
So maybe something happened to this. I don't know.
I guess we could chalk it up to that. It's got a 90 on Beer Advocate. I don't even check Beer Advocate anymore, really.
Yeah, I mean, it was canned 2 months ago, so that shouldn't be a big deal.
Should be pretty fresh still.
Pretty fresh. So,
Well,
I don't know. Maybe because it is just a double IPA and it's not like a double hazy or New England.
maybe.
But yeah, I don't know. The bitterness just kind of rubs me.
It's
wrong.
weird to claim no IBUs and then to be so bitter. That's strange.
Well, that's the other thing. I guess cheers. I don't hate it.
Not a drain pour.
Not a drain pour, but, just for the price, it's a little upsetting.
Yeah, definitely not making that Polka playlist.
Because what I was really hoping for was a low score on the algorithm, but for the flavor of the beer to exceed that ratio number and say, hey, even though this was $20.99, the flavor of the beer
Right.
makes it worth it.
Exactly. But it's not.
Yeah, but it's not. So
That's too bad.
Algorithm wins again.
You can't beat the algorithm. I'm telling you. Science.
It's wild, man. It's wild.
It is science. That's hilarious. All right, let's get a little news before we get up out of here. Breaking news out in my hood. Look, I don't know details yet. I haven't talked to this person about it yet. All I know are the broad strokes and the headline of Monica is no longer the head brewer at Pedals and Pints.
Whoa.
Yes, there was some sort of thing and she left. And that's about all I know. So yeah, so I'm trying to figure that out. So I feel out of it. It happened while we were on the trip. And then I found out like a week after getting back from it. Somebody was like, yeah, and you heard blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I did not hear. I've been out of the country. Go on. So trying to figure out what's going on. Boris. Yeah. Boris, who was her cellarman, is now leading the way. He's a great guy. Love talking to Boris. Hang out. We see him at breweries all the time. And so hopefully he can pick up that torch and run with it. I'm excited to see how it goes. But yeah, so she's already, and look, this is so stalkery of me because I haven't had a chance to talk to her yet. And I feel weird texting her and be like, tell me all the shit that went down. Like that feels a little weird. So more like, hey, let's go have a beer. And I want to find out what's going on. But according to her Gram profile, she's already the production manager at this place called A Toast, where they do like spirits and aperitifs and stuff.
Weird.
Yeah. So anyways, the weirdest part about this whole thing is we went to Pedals the other night because there was a band playing that we wanted to go watch. And we ran into the owner, who's always nice to us. I don't know what happened with him and Monica. So, until I know, I'm not going to, hey, fuck you, man, or anything like that. May not even had anything to do with him. But we're like, hey, man, how's it going? He's like, hey. And the first thing he says is like, so what do you think of Monica leaving? It's like, what a weird fucking question to ask me. First of all, we just found out. Second of all, I hope it doesn't start sucking. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
How do you? Yeah.
I'm sad. Monica's great. I love Monica. So what do you want me to say?
Awkwardly blunt question.
Yeah, super. It's like, hope Boris picks it up. He's a great guy. And what do you want me to say? So, and Boris listens to the show. So Boris, I swear.
Sorry, sir. Could you please just smash a beer bottle on my head instead?
Yeah. It's like, what a weird question. Like, what do you think of Monica leaving? I don't know. Depends why she left. I guess. Very strange breaking news out here. Sorry to see that happening. What else? Oh, in the wake of the hurricane that ripped through North Carolina, beer distributors have donated over $75,000 plus additional resources like water and that sort of thing to the community and to breweries and all that good stuff. So it's nice to see the beer community coming together again for that sort of thing.
Heck yeah.
Sam Adams has released a limited edition seance kit.
Oh, jeez.
They say, we conjured a realm we have dared to explore before, summoning the spirit of our namesake, said Lauren Price, head of brand at Sam Adams. As frightful, mysterious, and even humor-filled as it may seem, Sam Adams' presence is deeply rooted in our brand, and we're excited to help drinkers experience the season of beer in a new, frightful way. No matter how drinkers engage with Sam Adams and the former founding father, we hope they enjoy the night of seance thrills and Oktoberfest chills. To honor a day written in stone, drinkers can head to the Sam Adams store to get their hands on a limited edition seance kit for $18.03. This is while supplies last. For the best seance results, all attempts to summon Sam Adams should be accompanied by a hearty and smooth Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Or if you're looking to channel the essence of fall, Sam Adams has released seasonal brews for everyone. Drinkers nationwide can head to their local store and pick up a pack of Sam Adams. Go fuck yourself.
It sounds way too gimmicky.
Yeah, it sounds really, really dumb.
Yeah, it's super dumb.
Yeah. Before I read this story, I have to tell you, Dan texted me the other day. In fact, I should just pull up the text. It's a screenshot from ESPN or something. It says, "It's game day, fans. The Admirals are at the Van Andel Arena today to face off against the Griffins at 7 p.m. And he goes, "The ads are back, baby." And it was on Friday. So I said, "On a fish fry Friday, no less."
There it goes. Yeah.
Oh, he's so excited for the ad season. Anyways,
The AHL.
yes, nothing.
Gotta love it.
Nothing directly to do with them, but hockey fans in Utah crush the stadium beer record at their first game. The worst name ever, the Utah Hockey Club.
Club, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
played their first ever game last Wednesday and won. You know who
They
also won? The arena's beer vendors, who broke the Delta Center's record for alcohol purchases at a sporting event.
Are we surprised?
No, because I'd have to be that drunk to watch hockey.
Well, I was thinking nobody in Utah could get together in a big enough group to want to buy so much beer.
Well, that's true too.
That was my thought process on the whole situation.
This is the arena that's been home to the Jazz for 33 years, and it's not like it's a new arena and they all of a sudden broke the record. I mean, this is big stuff.
Well, yeah, but I mean, who likes the Jazz?
Nobody.
Utah doesn't even like the Jazz. They don't
No.
even allow music in Utah.
Right, that's true. Or dancing. Oh, wait, that's a different movie. Let's wrap it up with this. I won't get into the entire thing, but the 2024 GABF Awards were handed out last week. Thought I'd go through the breweries of the year. This is always interesting to me. So they do it by size. So 0 to 250 barrels, Apogee Brewing out of Grover Beach, California. 251 to 500 barrels, Alesong Brewing out of Eugene, Oregon. 501 to 1,000 barrels, Grand Fir Brewing out of Portland. Very excited for this one. 1,001 to 2,000 barrels, Everywhere Beer Company out of Orange County. 2,001 to 5,000 barrels, Rip Beer Company, another great place.
Rip's good.
Yeah, Rip's good stuff. 5,001 to 15,000 barrels, Sun River Brewing Company. 15,001 to 100,000 barrels. That's quite the range. Von Trapp Brewing. And brewery group of the year, Highland Brewing out of LA. They also added cider to this year's, but which, boy, do I not give a shit. Bunch of breweries out in my hood. Congrats to Malibu Brewing for getting bronze for Big Rock Amber Lager. Such a good beer. Torrential Hill was on there. Transmissions on there. Third Window, I was pleasantly surprised to see on there, as well as Everywhere Beer, of course. Pizza Port always coming up. Green Cheeks on there. So that's the local ones. I did laugh a little. I looked up the Wisconsin winners.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 overall medals for Wisconsin. And in the least Wisconsin thing of all time, one of those is silver in the...
Was it the cucumber lime?
No, it's silver in the non-alcoholic category.
Oh, gross.
That's from Untitled Art. They took silver with their non-alcoholic Oktoberfest.
That's not shocking. They've been huge on the NA train for like 2 years.
But boy, is that so not Wisconsin. But some good news. The rest of the wins were booze full. And that was Third Space got gold. Oliphant got bronze. Third Space got another silver. And Vintage got gold. I don't know anything about Vintage Brewing.
I don't either, actually.
Oh, okay. But Third Space and Oliphant, you guys, you're always rocking those. So glad to see some.
I like some Third Space beers. Oliphant, they do some really good stuff, but they're like 5.5 hours away from me in my own home state. So one day I'd like to head out there and visit the brewery, the tap room. But until then, just keep sending stuff down here.
Right. Just keep sending it to Flex at Flex 12367 Flex Street. He loves when you send him beer. Don't forget that. So,
but I don't. Please don't send me beer.
Send them all the beer. All right, let's wrap things up. Let's hit some music. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm going to say hello to Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, I hope you guys weathered the storm.
Yeah,
Actually,
I hope you guys are okay.
yeah, I was talking to Mr. Vixen. He said it was super windy, 0 rain.
Yeah, so they said, funny thing about hurricanes, they said when you're north of the hurricane, very wet. When you're south of the storm, very dry.
Interesting. That's weird. Well, not a hurricane show. So follow us at Craft Beer Republic and at FlexMeBeer _ in between. 805-538-BEER and mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. Next week, Erica's hanging out with us from Neck Nosh. Woohoo! Come back around to hang out with Erica and us and all that good stuff. Hope everyone is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.